Hey, hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the top 5 easiest healthcare related bachelor's degrees to hack or accelerate. If you've been following this channel at all, you know that I teach people how to earn college degrees faster while paying a whole lot less money. Well, I'm going to walk you through the very easiest healthcare related degrees to accelerate. As for acceleration, most people who go through this process and work with me shoot for less than 12 months for a bachelor's degree. So when I say accelerate, we're talking really, really fast. And these are the easiest majors in the healthcare field to accelerate. Now, when I say easy, all of these majors can be earned in less than 1 year. So when I say easiest to accelerate, I'm talking how fast can you earn these degrees. So the first one I want to talk about is healthcare management. And the reason I want to talk about healthcare management is because management or business related degrees are by nature easier than healthcare degrees. So you can generally earn these faster. So a healthcare management degree, you're learning the business side of the degree. You can get jobs like being a clinical director, a practice manager, a CEO of hospitals or of other healthcare related business, a CFO, a chief of staff, a medical director, a director of social services, or an HR manager in like a hospital or in healthcare, and a lot of other jobs as well. And of course, some of these, let's say you want to be a CFO or a CEO of a hospital, maybe you need a master's degree as well. But the cool thing is, healthcare management degrees, master's degrees are hackable as well, so you can accelerate those as well. Now, the next degree I want to talk about is health and human services. Okay. Now, the type of job you'd get with a health and human services degree, maybe a health educator, a child advocate, a substance abuse counselor, a juvenile correctional officer, school counselor, social worker, occupational therapist. So you're kind of, with this major, you're kind of like a patient advocate in ways in these types of jobs. Okay. But this one's also fairly simple to accelerate. Now, health information management. This is like data or information in the healthcare field. And it's a completely, like, yes, let's say you're getting a data analytics job. Yes, you're doing the data stuff, but you're learning the healthcare side of this as well. So maybe like a health information manager, a medical coder, like someone that works on the tech side of the medical field, a data analyst in the medical field, a documentation specialist, a clinical systems manager. So like working with the entire systems, the network systems in hospitals, things like that, a medical research analyst. You can get a lot of different types of jobs there. Now, what I want to bring up is nursing. And before you say, whoa, you can't accelerate a nursing degree, the RN, like your first nursing degrees, the beginning of nursing degrees, those are a little bit harder to accelerate because you have to go through all the clinical requirements that are state mandated. Okay. You have to do in-person training in hospitals. That's not the type of thing that you can accelerate. But with nursing degrees, the book work you can generally accelerate. So when we're talking about accelerated nursing degrees, I'll point out that the BSN, which is like a bachelor's in nursing, like your first nursing degree is going to be like an RN, a registered nurse. That's like an associate's in nursing. The BSN is like a bachelor's in nursing, and the MSN is like a master's in nursing. Well, the bachelor's and master's versions of nursing, those are fairly simple to accelerate because you've already done all of the clinical training in your first few nursing degrees. Now, jobs for a BSN or an MSN is generally just stepping up higher on the nursing ladder. So if you start out as a nurse, it's like a nurse manager or a director of nursing, or the highest nursing position would be a CNO or a chief nursing officer. You could be a nursing educator, a pharmaceutical sales rep, which you can make a lot of money being a pharmaceutical sales rep, or even a traveling nurse where you're going to do medical work in people's homes. The next one I want to talk about is psychology. I know it's a little bit different than other medical degrees, but it's like learning about the brain, right? Now, for a long time, psychology degrees weren't very easy to accelerate, but there are some new programs where you can test out of your classes and things like that, and you can go a lot faster. So psychology degrees are now fairly straightforward to accelerate if you choose the right programs. Having said that, a psychology bachelor's degree, a bachelor's in psychology, does not make you a licensed psychologist. You have to have a master's degree to become a licensed psychologist. So if you just had the bachelor's degree and you didn't keep going, the types of jobs you could be looking at are like a behavioral specialist, a caseworker, a social worker, a psychiatric technician, a rehabilitation specialist, okay? You could help people overcome addictions and things like that. A market research specialist. This is like the business side of psychology, doing market research to find out, like, for businesses when they want to advertise, how are people going to respond and things like that. Also a public relations manager. This is like a business side of psychology as well. If you're working like with a big brand, you can help that company basically establish good relationships with the public, and having psychology knowledge is huge there because you know how people think and you know how they feel about certain advertising campaigns and things like that. So there's some cool things you can do with a psychology degree, even if you're not a licensed psychologist. Now, if you want to hack a bachelor's in psychology and then go get a master's in psychology as well, that is still on the table. Now, these are the degrees, in my opinion, that are the very easiest to accelerate in less than a year. It's possible each of these majors can be earned in less than a year. Yes, it's hard work. You have to put time and energy in, and you have to choose the right schools and the right programs, okay? Not every school allows you to accelerate. So if you want to learn more about that, subscribe to the channel. I've got other videos showing you how to choose the right schools and the right programs and things like that. Now, if you want to learn how to earn a college degree in less than a year, you have to follow the right steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to a video down in the description. I call it my free degree hacking tutorial. It's basically a tutorial where I teach you the process that I use to earn a bachelor's degree in 9 months. And I've helped many, many others earn college degrees much faster as well. The fastest I've seen is about 3 months for a bachelor's degree. Less than a year is what most people shoot for. That link's down below in the description. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.